Yes. Start game. Yes, I start the game. Then I swap primary monitors. Now I have all of my windows on the screen I want them on. And here we have the opening to Faith. It's a very 80s Atari inspired game.
1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started.
So we get to enjoy this lovely little cutscene.
Has not been approved by the Vatican.
Do I remember the 21st night of September? I do remember. Except unfortunately, it is October. It is +1 month from that date. But I do recall there being a 21st of September. And so this is Faith. It is a trilogy of games by Erdorf, the developer. I first came across Faith about 5-ish years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, via a streamer I am a fan of. He was playing this game when it first came out on like itch.io or whatever. And I was immediately intrigued because pixel graphics, it looks like you pulled it straight off of like an Atari from the 80s, with modern sensibility, of course, because there's no way you could get even the crunchiest of audio or smooth animations on an old Atari. So, but I feel like what's been created here is very faithful to the aesthetic of the time. And as someone who grew up steeped in 80s pop culture, this hits all the right nostalgic spots for me. So that is what we are tackling this evening, because the trilogy came out today. They finished chapter 3 and released it all in time for Halloween, so I'm like, I gotta do the spooky. It's perfect. Excellent timing, etc., etc. So tonight will be chapter 1, and we will hopefully finish off all the chapters by the end of the month. At least that is my goal with things. So as the cutscene told us, what we are about to do has not been approved by the Vatican. We're on our own, dealing with demons, summonings, exorcisms, all the satanic panic things of the 80s. So I'm gonna just get my options all set up. So I'm going to ask you the usual question: is volume okay? Because I'm here. I can adjust volume. So I figure I'll take care of it before I get started. Display fits. Windows good. Yeah, I'm fine with the scan line settings. Nothing odd. Higher values. Okay, so I can use analog stick with this. I'm gonna say without any input, I'm gonna say this is good for me. If it's good for everyone, I can confirm. Okay, so those are just extras. I do not want to exit, so we will begin. Chapter 1. And we'll start a new game. I was just testing around with the game earlier this morning to make sure things were a-okay. So let's get started with Chapter 1. And here we are. Tasked with investigating the odd goings-on in this little area. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing escape key or start button is a good place to start. So there's not too much to the controls here. You have your 8 directions of motion. We also have our trusty cross to deal with any unholy spirits or things that need purification. And then just the usual menu, a little map of the area. There's a road, some slight landmarks, but nothing terribly telling, and then a little inventory. We just have our crux, our cross. So let us investigate. Just walk down the road, hope I find something. As you can see, it's very simple graphics, very 80s, very 8-bit, very Atari. But there's something charming about that, I think. So I'm guessing nothing down the roadway. Fair enough. So we're going to be tasked with finding those little notes as well, scattered about the forest and surrounding areas, to get the lore, the backstory of the game. Oh, yeah. Go away. Oh. Purify. So what you want to do is kind of find these little oddities and purify them. Exorcise them of spirits, and then you get little clues to what's going on. Public lecture by Charles James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Make sure to leave your schedule open for that meeting. Our only weapon is cross. The power of Christ is our only weapon in this game, so... Gotta be aware. Avoid demon. You're purified. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's gonna be allowed to go to the real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it? I think we might have a coyote problem, because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. I can't wait till you come home. So these little notes we find scattered about the world, those are going to be our main source of lore and advancing the plot, figuring out what's going on here. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we'd arrived. Father Ulrich seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Ulrich explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the layperson. Okay, so apparently an exorcism needed to be performed on their daughter Amy at the house. Let's go in this little cabin. Get a key. No. Stay back, demon. I'm just investigating. Okay, so we got a nice key now. It looks like we're at like that small house in the upper right corner. It looks like there's a few more, what's the word? Like landmarks for us to check out. There's that thing in the center, and then an oddly specific tree in the lower left. So we'll start making our way over to those things. No, go back. We already found this. Oh my god, this demon's just gonna be on our ass the whole time, apparently. But it's okay, we have the cross. We don't need anything but cross. So usually, like, suspicious things like this you can interact with via the cross to get more clues. Caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. We found that little meeting card earlier about the cultist society, so I'm guessing those people had something to do. Okay, so that just takes us back down to the road. Is there anything at the car? No. You can't stop the truck, apparently. We have Mortis. We are dead. But does that undo the thing we found at the little puddle? I will check. It does. Okay, so be careful when dying, basically. Back. It's so simple. There's just the one button for use cross. Save for all the nice voice clips and whatnot, it really feels like you could have just pulled this off of an Atari. I love the aesthetic to this. You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Saturday, May 3rd, 12 to 4 p.m. Creepy Clown. Turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road. Go straight past the well. So I think if we go straight from the well, we'll reach the house. But I want to check out that little tree down this way, in case there's something special. Okay, so I think we've stumbled onto like a little cultist site here, because These rocks are suspiciously arranged in an upside-down pentagram, and we have some type of sacrifice that I cannot interact with. So maybe we'll need to come back there at a later point. Be gone, demon! I must investigate this tree. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She's totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the young women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. So it doesn't appear there's any more landmarks for us to deal with. Let's give a quick check around some of the map before we head to the house. Well, pretty sure we've seen this before, but is it? That's not a different one. That thing just comes out of freaking nowhere. One of these days I'm just not going to be able to react in time. And it's just Mortis all over again. Ah, a little graveyard. There we go, this thing. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best, Daryl Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. Suspicious. So I put this back at the tree. I want to get to the well, because the birthday party invitation tells us that we head straight north from the well. Goodbye, dear friend. Ha, there we are, the well. So we'll head straight north from here. We should be able to reach the Martins' household. Yeah, no, I'll get spider things, stay back. Let's keep following the creepy little purple kids too, because that'll... Aha, there we are. We've reached the Martin household. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic, in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It's hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. I'm sensing demonic possession. Ha. Exorcise the picture. There's the happy Martin family. But Amy is colored in purple, perhaps indicating something amiss. What do we got down here? Exorcise the kid's picture. Okay, so looks like we have a child's drawing of what appears to be some sort of cultist summoning the weird beast we see, I guess. The weird, like, four-legged thingy. I don't know what it's called, but... Can Can I interact with you? No. No. Now I know they mentioned, the note mentioned she was in the attic. But they also mentioned she was in restraints in the basement. So I'm wondering which way to head first. Let us down to the stairs to the basement. Yeah, that note's a little conflicting because it mentions both the basement and the attic, so I'm not sure what to check first. Anything special in these rooms? Can I exercise the TV? No. Anything in there? No? How about this mirror? This is suspicious. Hold on. There's like a shadow in the mirror. Can I exercise it via seeing it in the mirror? No? Fair enough. Let's head down to the basement first. See what's down here. Appears there's no more music at the moment. Reading that one note seemed to shut off the music, and I'm not sure why. It's very, very bizarre. Yeah. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter you asked what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Quimamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Layton. Anything suspicious about these puddles? No? I'm kind of sad that the music is gone. Oh, this is definitely suspicious. Anything weird here? Surely one of these. No? Maybe the sewing machine? Nope. Just a bunch of cloaks. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother! Mother!" the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. So it appears the rite was performed down here. No. Amy or the possession of. We have awakened the evil. Be very wary. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her. Or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. I'm guessing the rite was not successful, and it's up to us to finish the job. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East, because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anesh about it the next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Yes, I love this ominous. No. No, Mortis!
Mortis.
Okay, it appears at least it starts us from here.
She is here.
She is here. Let me grab my notes again. Gotta collect all my MacGuffins. Let's not go north this time. Let's go this way. Oh no. No. Stay back, demon. Oh, it's one of those. You gotta find the right one. Okay, at least I now have a vague idea of what to do when we encounter the possessed Amy. So hold up cross, find real one. Got it. Let's go back into this toy room. Aha, so the flashing one at the start is the one you need to... Oh, Simon game. Oh, look at all these nice little 80s toys. The little push thingy, Etch-a-Sketch, a Simon game. I remember all these toys. All they needed was like a Rubik's Cube or something on there. So that's gonna lead downstairs. Back. No? Oh yeah, the duck is exorcisable. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Is there a spirit in the toilet? I thought for sure there would be. Game's telling me to go in that door with the trail of blood coming out of it. But there was a back door on the first floor that I wanted to check out. Stay back, demon.
I heard a door open upstairs.
Oh, so if you like exorcise her enough, I guess, it'll trigger an event that actually needs you to go upstairs. There was like that other little spot down in the basement. I feel like something on the other side of those boxes is interactable. What about this mannequin? No? There's just too many objects over there for it to be nothing. Watch, it'll all turn out to be japes in the end, and I did it all for nothing. Yeah. Can I purify this area? No? Okay, we're gonna head upstairs. Let us confront the possessed demon. And finish what apparently poor Father Allred was unable to during his time here at the Martins. It really feels like there should be sound in here. Oh yeah, she's up in the roof now. Because you could see the little purple head out of a second-story window. Let's take a deep breath and get into that attic. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. There's redacted parts to this note. She blank my superior, some father something with blah. When I confronted her, she blank managed to cut the power to the house and blank her own parents with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry. John. Oh, so someone else actually came back to finish what Father Allred started. And now we are here. Come on, demon, where? Okay, there's a save.
God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Oh, that's the demon talking. I gotta say, I love the crunchy bit voice. Oh, it sounds so accurate to what you would have thought something like this would be way back in the day. Exorcise the demon! Oh no, she comes. Okay, so
Mortis.
she's gonna come at you from the opposite side when you attempt to exorcise her. Got it. Let's not end up Mortis again. Show your face. Nope, that is not it either. We have Mortis again. Maybe she's charging in one direction. Okay, yeah, she'll just run in one direction. Damn it. I forgot my own rules. Just remember all the steps, Yuzu. You can do it. We can save her. You don't get a lot of time to react to that. Come on. Yeah, you have like a few brief moments to get out of the line of attack when she charges. Kind of like walk diagonally to give yourself a little bit of extra time, it appears. Come on. Oh man, this raid is taking a long time to perform. Yes, go, go. Ugh. So she's like... So she just follows the pentagram. And if you can get in a line of sight with her... Oh! Okay, the game's generous. It at least starts you back at the next phase. Damn it. You have to be, like, in a certain range of her and in line of sight with your cross. You can't just, like, hold up the cross and hope for the best. Also, you can't get too close. Good to know, good to know. I'm not gonna make that mistake again, hopefully. Got her. That's what you get for having predictable pattern movement, demon. Ha. Ah, you ran off. I don't think the job's done. Something tells me we have a bit more work to finish. Hopefully we've at least weakened the creature. Anything else suspicious up here? No. Let's head back down. I'm guessing at some point we probably need to check out that back door. We do have the key, so... Kill her.
A gun with one bullet.
Okay, so we have a weapon now. Okay, we still are using the cross. Now, I do know there's multiple endings to this chapter. So, once we complete one, we can easily start checking for others. It still doesn't let me out that back door. But we have the key, which implies... Okay, now there's no spirit following us in the mirror. Oh hey, the gun just came back.
A gun with one bullet.
Now we're a priest with a shotgun, apparently. Does that enable me to go out the back door? No. So now I'm actually... They make a point of specifically saying 1 bullet, so I don't want to... I don't want to push the cross button because it may... Can I get back through here, maybe? No? Perhaps there is nothing to the back door. It's all japes. New passageway, though. I want to exit. That's gonna be what does me in, right? Because I had to examine all these things. Well, we have no gun. Let's just kind of stealthily make our way through these trees. Can I use my cross? Is that going to be powerful enough? No. Okay, cross is not sufficient for finishing the job. Okay, that's good to know. The map is at least consistent for getting back there. So I'm hoping we can just pick up another weapon at the house. I'm guessing it's not that simple. But who knows? Perhaps we'll be a bit lucky. Maybe there's just infinitely spawning weapon in the house. Aha, it is.
A gun with one bullet.
Now we're prepped. Let's head back to the demon. Although I'm curious what's down some of these other passageways. I know we have to head due west approximately to find our way back to the possessed girl. What if there's something else around here now that the now that there's a more clear passage through the forest. Who are you? Can I shoot you? You don't do anything, though. I'm hoping that was a good decision. Otherwise... I mean, that's a pretty suspicious figure, just like standing there, villainous laugh as he runs away. I don't trust that too much. Oh, we can't go into the house anymore. What does that mean? Can we still confront the possessed girl, Amy, however? Let's head back over there, check on her status, see if, oh, she's gone. I guess it was like a choice thing. You can choose to... You have one shot, you can choose who you shoot with it. But once you make that choice, your fate is apparently sealed. There's nothing... The sacrifice that was in this position is no longer there. If we go back to the car, that might actually have been like a path to an ending. Which is fine, because we can go back and discover more endings. I assume there are ones that entail...
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Oh no, we got a bad end! Ending 2 of 5. We got a bad end. We ended up dead at the end. Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for the young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness is inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let up the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body. So that there may be no mistaking what I mean, I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. The photograph is missing, however. Oh, yo, unlocks, sweet. Let's go back. There's 4 more endings to find in this chapter, so I'd like to do so. I think we can tackle that all in one stream tonight with no problem. So let's resume. Oh, we're missing some notes too. Okay, so we can start from specifically this spot.
A gun with one bullet.
Okay, so let's grab this weapon. We're not gonna shoot the man by the shed. Let's actually go for the possessed girl this time and see if we can't end things a different way. Maybe we won't end up dead when we get back to the car this time. Sorry it had to be this way. Can I exorcise you? No? Okay, so that deed is complete. Is the house still locked off, however? Because I'm trying to mentally go through the process in my head and think, like, what other conditions could trigger alternate endings? And one of them's obviously taking the single shot at the possessed girl instead of the creepy guy. And it appears that taking a shot at something pretty much seals your fate, so to speak. You can't really decide afterwards to change your mind. So I'm thinking maybe if we don't shoot anybody, that's also a potential ending. I can't help but feel there's something to this. Because there was a sacrifice here before we entered the house. It's now gone. I don't know. Let's make our way back to the car. Because our work in this attempt is done. What is it this time? Oh no! Oh no, they're gonna arrest us! Police arrest a man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he had shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near now-abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust, after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Okay, so our character is one John Ward, who is apparently not an ordained minister, but is nonetheless embarking on this exorcism quest to deal with the demon possessing Amy. Let's try something else this time. There's also notes. I wonder if we just go back to the car. And don't do anything, what happens? Although I'm suspicious of the fact that they're like, this guy's not an ordained priest, so I'm wondering what's up with that exactly. It's been a long time since I initially spent any time with this game by watching a streamer play it, so I've long since forgotten the details of the plot. It appears so that there definitely appears to be screen wrapping involved in this portion of the world. So it's making navigation a bit confusing because I'm wondering where the missed notes are located. Why is that deer there? Friend, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, friend? Nope, he ran away. Hold on, what if we take the gun and shoot the deer? No! Can't stop him. Okay, so we can't go back to the car after doing nothing. I'm gonna take this. Oops. Here, give me that back.
A gun with one bullet.
So, we'll go back and find that deer. Maybe you can, like, put the dead animal in the pentagram of rocks to trigger something. Like, maybe that summons an additional spirit that we can then exorcise properly? That's what I'm gonna roll with. So I think it was, like, very far down near the car and off to the right. There we go. No? I think the circle of stones was over here too. Yep. No? Okay, then if you keep going, it ends up on this little screen. I wonder just how long it is till it wraps around. If it's this or not. Okay, so that's 5. So the map is apparently like 5 screens wide before fully reverting. Does that give me any further information I can use to my advantage? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, this... The heck? Ooh, that's weird. The screen is, like, very different depending on... There's got to be something we're missing. So that puts us back on this path. Which will take us back down towards the car. Maybe after shooting the animal, everything's fine? What was off this way? I think this was just leading back to the little cabin, maybe? Yeah, because you go to right of the well, and then up one to go to the little house. And there's the strange shadowy figure behind the house. And that just leads to... Okay, so the animal's gone. Does that mean somebody took it? No. Well, someone or something took the dead animal. Guess all we can do is go back to the car and hope for the best.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Bad ending. You kill the deer and then... Oh no. Ironic twist ending. The hunter. So don't kill the deer. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car, deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this was probably the work of coyotes. Police also noted that parts of a cleaned white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears that the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Weird. So we got to track down 2 more endings. There's also some missing notes. Specifically 3. So we may need to track those down as well. What if you don't... I'm trying to think else. What other permutations of actions can we take to try and get a different ending? We shot the shadowy figure that resulted in the weird like spidery creature killing us in the car. We shot the deer, which results in us winding up dead in the forest because of apparently the white-tailed deer. And then if you shoot the possessed girl, you end up being accused of murder. You can't interact with the girl using the crucifix. And I think if you just walk to the car with no... Hold on. Earlier, I remember I walked to the car without doing anything, and the weird, like, white spidery creature came up upon us. The cross did nothing to help. What if we take the gun with us and try to shoot the other demonic thing? I don't know if that's actually going to do anything, but what if? It feels like that's a good, like, line of thought at the very least. So let's get back to the car. Just go straight. Let's see what we can find this way. I think he comes from the left. Yeah. Shoot him. Oh yeah, gets run over by the truck. Epic. There we go. That's a good ending.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon Him. Therefore will He deliver me. I shall call upon Him and He will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house.
We got a good ending, I think, this time.
I can only have faith that I did the right deed.
Oh, I think we got a good ending. 5 of 5, when faith endures. Police animal experts investigate chupacabra remains near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were some kind of animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped its owners, or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal that had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Just what was this thing? Let us continue. We've still got an ending to find. Hold on, go back. I'm trying to think what else. So you take the gun, you kill the deer, you kill the shadowy man, the possessed girl, and the weird spirit thing. Whatever it is. There's got to be something else to this, and I'm not sure what. First, let's go trolling for some of the missing notes, shall we? I believe the world is 5 screens wide, left to right. So if we just like do a complete loop, go down, do a complete loop, etc., we should be able to check for every instance of some kind of secret. Although part of me is still wondering, like, we have that key we found in the shed, which leads me to believe... Yeah, we still have the key, so what does the key do? Question mark. I am not certain as to what it is. Okay, so that was... We made a complete loop, right? Yeah, we made one complete loop. So then I just need to go down, loop, go down, loop, go down, loop. That has already been checked for suspicious paranormal activity. Although I wonder, the fact that you are out here now... Okay, we can't go in the house. Suspicious shadowy man. We can't interact with the possessed woman. And I think that completes a loop, right? Yeah. Because then we're on this screen, and then it puts us there. I'm going to find every little nook and cranny of this if I have to explore it screen by screen. There's no reason not to. I have a feeling it'll be worth it to find all the little lore pieces. Plus you get all your chivos and unlocks and whatnot. And it's a relatively short enough game that I don't mind doing this kind of bit by bit exploration to find everything. I think it's the kind of game that's worth it. It'll be fun. Then I'm just having a really fun time with this aesthetic. It speaks to me. I could easily have seen myself as a kid, like during Halloween, during October, playing this on our old CRT screen, just basking in the glow of the TV late at night. And I bet it would be all the more freaky if we had the cool pixel animations and crusty voice samples at the time. Would have made for a good experience, I think. Which is why I'm glad the developers created this game in the here and now. Because it really feels like a thing that could have existed in like an alternate 1980s. Okay, so there is something in the pentagram this time. But what does that mean? It's non-interactable with the cross. We did not take the gun. Is this just an infinite looping screen? Because it looks like it stays the same. Nope, it does not stay the same. So it wraps around back towards her favorite tree, which is now dead. And then this should put us back at the car. So we'll do a loop around the car, then we'll try to figure out something past that if there's no other landmarks to deal with. So this will go. Oh, this. So it looks like once you get down to the road, the 5 screens of road are all generally the same, save for the middle square, which will be where your car is, and thus the straight path leading to the house. Or you just go to the right ad infinitum. Okay, so you can go one screen left or right of the car, and then it infinitely loops. Interesting. Then it should infinitely loop in this direction too. Because you can't go further south from here. Yeah, that much I know for certain. What else can we do? Maybe if we bring the... Because now there's something in the middle of the summoning circle. The other times we've checked, there hasn't been. What does it mean, though? That's what I can't figure out. Is there a deer on the other screen still? Did someone else kill the deer? No, the deer is still there. We can go back and grab the shotgun. What can we do with it, though? There has to be something to that key, though. We found the key in the little shed. And there has to be meaning in that. It can't just be an item for no purpose. If I recall, you can't... Yeah, you can't go left or right here. Let's explore the house one more time. Just in case there's something we missed. Because there's still 3 notes. There's still 1 ending. But I feel like we've exhausted most obvious choices. So maybe there's something else in the house. Oh, that door is just bothering me. No? Fine, I'll go check the basement one more time. Sure, there's nothing down here, but... Oh, I wish I could get over there. The area blocked off by boxes screams there's... Oh, hold on, there's a doll here this time. This was not here during our first trip to the basement. Are any of you hiding anything? No? Yeah, I don't recall seeing that little doll on the floor the first time we came through the basement, so maybe there's something down here. It does not appear so, however. But then why is the doll there? Can I repair your washer and dryer with my cross? No? Got it. Well, the basement was a bust. I don't think there's anything down there useful at the moment. We'll check the attic again, in case. But who wrote the kill her? Hold on, is there anything weird with the picture now? No. Purify the gun. Is there anything weird in any of these rooms? Exercise bike, maybe? Come on. It's got to be something. These toys. Let me exercise your Etch-a-Sketch. How else do we go about an ending? Because that doll is what triggers the whole boss fight event sequence. But nothing else is happening up here. Duck? Are you okay, Duck? You are okay. Check the attic one more time. I'm trying to like logically deduce what else we can do to get something different to happen at the current state we're in. But I'm not sure what that is. I mean, obviously at this juncture, there's no other choice but to take the weapon. Maybe if we take it upstairs? Specifically to the attic, because that's where the demon, you know, yeets out the window. Nope. Maybe there's somebody at the ritual site with the rocks, because there was some sort of sacrifice placed there. And it's the only thing that's been different enough to merit checking on it. So weird. Because going to the car just triggers the one ending where we shoot the white creature, it dies, gets run over by the truck. Trying to think, what other... Can we shoot the back door? I mean, I'm pretty sure the back door is Japes, and it's not going to do anything. But I'm at a loss for how to pick a sequence of events that's different enough to generate something other than the outcomes we've seen thus far. I shot your door. It did nothing. As anticipated. Oh no, but there's another... Is this just infinitely spawning? So if I shoot that and I come back, is it just gonna be there again? It is. It is infinite gun.
A gun with one bullet.
Trying to think. Anything else out of the order? No, like this is still here. Do these in some sort of order? Does it change anything? No, not a change. So I feel like if I want to see a different ending and find the missing pieces, I may have to resort to a little look-see. Nope.
Mortis.
Only Mortis.
A gun with one bullet.
Nope, I didn't want to do that.
A gun with one bullet.
Okay, so we'll just go after the shadowy figure by the cabin again and then call it. Well, I wonder if you make a choice, can you actually go back? are done for. Be gone. Evil one. So no matter what, we can't go into this little shed, even if. Are we allowed to shoot a target, go back, get a second gun, and just indefinitely shoot all target? Because I've officially run out of ideas. No, so once you take the shot at something, you're always locked into going back to the car, no matter which of the 4 targets you choose. What does it mean? Surely there's some deeper sequence of choices. What if you need to make a different sequence of choices before the exorcism? That's gone now. Okay, so you shoot the shadowy figure. There's nothing in the circle here. Implication being that the shadowy man was the one doing all the shady things. Deer is still just chilling out here. Hey, friend. Bye, friend. So if they're not able to summon the weird, like, spindly-looking creature, then you're able to just freely walk back to your car and get an ending.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Maybe the ritual was complete. Then the ritual was done by someone else. If you're only presented with 4 unique choices at this juncture in the game, how do you generate a 5th ending? So let me make sure I have 4 endings in my Steam achievements. Because I feel like something's missing, and I'm not sure what. I'm gonna go view my achievements in Steam. Well, it appears it's just 4 endings. I've achieved 4 endings, so I'm not sure where the other ones are actually going to be. So because I now have lack of idea of what to do, I'm gonna take a little peek for the 5th ending, because I can't figure out any other sequence of events. Because you take the gun and you are locked into making a choice with what to use the gun for. If you attack the possessed girl, you get the bad ending as a murderer. If you attack the shadowy figure, you get the bad ending by being killed upon driving away by the creature. If you kill the deer, you get killed in the car accident, and then the weird thing with the deer attacking you. And then if you just take the gun back to your car, you can kill the weird, like, spindly summoned demonic thing. So I don't see any other. I feel like it has to have something to do with the sacrifice at the Circle of Stones. I'm just not sure how to interact with that Because the cross doesn't do anything, nor does firing the gun at that screen take anything. The only other thing that theoretically comes to mind is, I mean, do you shoot something after seeing that there's a sacrifice to be made? Do you just wait there? I could see a game making like waiting at a screen for something to happen to be a mechanic. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm like barking up the wrong tree on that one. So I feel like it's the okay time for me to give myself a little hint as to what's going on. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm officially at loss for how to actually, yeah. So the ending we are missing is called The Offering. Aha. So my suspicions were right, everyone. The last ending does have to do with the weird Circle of Stone sacrifice. And it's such a simple thing that you wouldn't think. I missed out on the obvious. It's going to be so stupid when you see it, because you wouldn't think to do this. Well, you might. I don't know. So we need to take our trusty one-shot shotgun
with one bullet.
and visit the Circle of Stones. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Because you think this weird corpse thing right here, you think, oh, it's just like non-interactable. No, you can shoot it. If you shoot it, and then go back to your car, it generates the missing ending. See, I would never think, because it already looks wounded and dead, I wouldn't assume you could actually interact with it in that way, but apparently you can. And we'll get our other ending. Oh baby. Oh no, the cultists. They got us. The offering. We stole the cultists' offering, so presumably they want us as the substitute. Hello, Amy. I am so sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for the people to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult, and you are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We're having a get-together at the clinic Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there, Gary. Oh yeah, new chapter mode unlocked. Sweet. that get us any... Oh, hey, is this, He just infinitely grab apples and grab demons in the... That was funny. Marathon mode. So we're missing some notes. And I want to know what those are. Because I think there's an achievement locked behind it. And you know me, I love my achievements. Let's see here. Got that. There's an achievement for dying 100 times. It's kind of funny, actually. What time is it, actually? Let's see how long this has been recording. About an hour and a half. That's not terribly long at all. I'm debating if I want to start chapter 2 as well tonight. Because if one only took about an hour and a half, I'm wondering if chapter 2 is along the same line. So I'm gonna see what my good friend How Long to Beat has for me in terms of information. So while I look that up, just kindly enjoy the crunchy pixel music. It's good stuff. Let's check what notes we have. So we're missing 9, 19, and 20. So here's what we gotta do. We gotta replay chapter 1 to get the rest of the notes. Because the final note you get, you have to have all preceding notes by the time you defeat the boss. Luckily, the game is short, so we can easily just jam through and find all of them. Let's find a way to look up these notes, shall we? that's not an easy search to find. Let's see here. So, in faith. So what I gotta do is I gotta check the notes we have versus the total notes. So what I'll do is I can access all the notes available, and then I can collapse them as we're doing so. So we'll be doing a little brief information looking up. Puddle, rubber duck. Interesting. Have you forgotten already? This force has a mind of its own. Martin's house. Mr. and Mrs. Martin. Amy's parents. The redacted things. The rest are all generated by the endings, so there's specific ones linked to stuff. So let's see if we can't piece this together pretty well. So there's the "you're invited," which we have. What else do we have? We have "today I noticed Amy's favorite tree," Martin's second letter, process of elimination is the best way to do this. Caught people walking through the woods. The kids and I miss you more every day. We got that one. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected. So, yeah, that's from Daryl Henderson. That's the public lecture. We have that one. The Martin's house lies about 100 yards. That's John Ward's first letter. Missing that. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us. Okay, so we got the second letter. We have the portrait. And the drawing. So we have both of those. Good. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. That's Mrs. Martin's last letter. I'm pretty sure we also have the one about the first letter. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. Okay, so John Ward, third letter. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East. Martin's first letter. Now we're making progress. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. Really brightened my day hearing from you. So we have Leighton's letter. What else do we got? Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the preceding rites, so that's one of John's letters. It's his fifth one specifically. And then there's the one with all the redacted things to Molly. that one. Yep. Okay, so we are missing 3. One of them is the final one that we need, like... Ah. I have located the missing letter. So one we have to get right now in the normal sequence of events. And then one we actually have to go back and go through another loop to find.
A gun with 1 bullet.
You would have no way of knowing this is the answer. This is so cool. But I would never have actually thought to do this to find the missing letter. You have to shoot the mirror several times. Breaking it reveals a note.
A gun with 1 bullet.
So you'd have to do a second playthrough to get the one missing note because you would need this one ahead of it. Because you don't get the gun until you defeat the possessed Amy the first time. So this is going to turn out to be the most efficient way to do so. I would never... I mean, it's a clever place to hide something like this, because I would never have thought to do this. Stay away. Stay back. Slowing down. Yeah. Eat crucifix, demon. Give me my paper. October 23rd, 1986. Dear Dr. McGlashan, it has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spinal, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my afflictions and has helped me to find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spinal's help, I have come to accept what really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomenon, but rather the desperate actions of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that since accepting the truth, my nightmares have ceased and I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointments with Dr. Spinal in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. Yo, that was unexpected. That would seem to imply that our protagonist here, Mr. Ward, might be making a bit of this up. If they had him, like, confined to a psychiatric hospital afterwards. It's strangely interesting that you encounter that after, like, shooting the mirror. Oh no, I need to use the gun to get out of here, don't I? Okay, we'll grab the gun, we'll shoot a thing, and then we'll call it a day. Because then we have to start a second go-through to get the missing 2 letters. Because I think it'll probably say we have... Yeah, we're missing 9 and 19. 19 we need... No, we need number 9 to get 19. But we specifically have to do it before fighting the possessed Amy in the attic. Because after that fight is when you would get it, assuming you have all the notes preceding. And I think we may have to get all the notes, save for the mirror one, ahead of that. So we just need to make sure to get everything. Bum, 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 bum. So knowing these facts, it's going to be relatively easy to get all the notes. It's just a matter of checking all the screens and dealing with the weird spindly white creature before getting to the house. Let's do the deer, I guess. That'll get us our ending and take us back to the main screen with the note in tow. And then we begin anew for one more go around, right? No probs. Let's get run off the road by some deer.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Smash. Got all of those. Perfect. We are now on track to find them all. I am happy. Yeah. You specifically need to have all Oh, new effect unlocked. Sweet. I love unlocking stuff. It makes me feel so accomplished. So we have to start with a new save. I wonder if we do this on an upper difficulty. Although let's try it on a higher mode, because you do get achievements for doing it on this. Let's try this. Yo, turbo. Warning, jank. Let's check out what some of these settings do. this is weird. Oh, this is weird. Well, I don't know if I can do this. Oh no, I'm lost.
Chaos reigns.
So now we got
Corruption.
oh no 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 no. This is too hard. I can't see where I'm going. Okay, yeah, Turbo's also a little too fast, especially on the menus. Now I know why they called it jank. It's just a little too fast. We'll do like 2x. How about that? 2x sounds like a good... There. That's a little faster. So we can get through, get all the notes quickly. Later. It's kind of a little funny seeing him go extra fast. So we got that note. So we'll use the old tried and true strategy. Just move, move, move. So I got 1, 2.
Worship.
3. Chaos reigns. So one of the notes you get is by dispelling the weird creature a sufficient number of times. That's the one we need to make absolute sure of, basically. So we'll just kind of wander around a bit until we encounter him enough times. And then, success. Of course, now that I want him to appear and chase us, he won't show up, right? Back. Demon. Yeah, Turbo 2X seems like a nice... That thing, though, on... Turbo 2 is nice for going through this again to find all the missing bits and bobs. Come on. Drop your secret note, friend. Oh no, Mortis!
Mortis.
Damn it.
Worship me.
Come on, I turned around. Now he's too fast. Now he's too fast. Damn it. See, once we get the note from that creature, then we can just... We can just zip zoom through the rest, because we know what to do. Mine. Jeez. Oh my god. That thing is extra creepy on turbo. Come on. When's he gonna show up? I'm just waiting on every screen. He's just gonna pop out of nowhere. He just runs off screen chasing the deer. What a doofus. I'm gonna be honest. The higher speed makes that thing much more menacing. Oh my god, I had like no time to react. Damn it. Perhaps I slightly regret the turbo mode. No, I will not worship you. I will expel you. I will expel you from this place, evil one. Be gone. No, you do not have the body of the Father. You are weird. They certainly were right about jank. Mine. Back. Oh my god, he just like comes at you. Jesus. Oh my god, now I'm just worried about every screen, him just popping out of nowhere. We got back here finally. No! No, I was pointing in the right direction and he got me again. Why did I put this on turbo? It's my own fault. Oh my god. This is what I get for putting it on turbo. He's so fast. He just zoom in. And I'm not quick enough on the draw with my crucifix. God, freaking walk into him. All this because I need my 100% completion. Yeah, when you dispel him enough times with the cross, he leaves a note. Okay, bye. The worst is when he comes from off screen in the direction I'm moving. And you have like very limited reaction time. It's like, oh no. Come on. I'm just waiting for him to show up. Yeah, get out of there. He getting fast. If I wait around long enough, is he gonna show up? Just so I can get like a respite. Where are you? I know you're gonna come out at me when I least expect it. Oh yeah, yeah, get out of there! Jeez. He's so fast. Yeah. Oh my god, he's so stressful. Please leave me alone. Got him. We found the missing note. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your care and return him immediately to his home. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Cardinal Gifford. Awesome. So we just need to safely get here. And that gets us a save with the note, so we don't have to worry about it. Now we can peacefully go about collecting the rest of our notes before we head to the house. God, that was stressful. He's just so fast on turbo mode. You think you get like even less reaction time to just power of the cross. Although it certainly makes this part of the game a little easier. Putting it on turbo mode. Could you imagine for a second playing on Turbo X4 in like the lantern or the flashlight mode where you can't really see much of what's in front of you? Oh my god, that sounds like a nightmare. Okay, now we just need to make our way to the house. That's the tree at the... Oh, there is some degree of vertical looping in this. If you don't approach the house from its screen... If you don't approach the house from the screen directly south of it, apparently there's also vertical looping. So we need to find the well, and then just proceed due north. Get to the house, and then... get the rest of our notes. I can get the little duck. The poor rubber duck is possessed. Yeah, there's nothing in this room. I think there was like one more in the kitchen. Was there one for the fruit bowl? No. What do we got on notes? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have that one, the Father Garcia note now. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we got a couple more to get, and they should all be either in the basement or up in the attic. Doo-doo-doo. Note get. Let me just do a quick double check on that so I don't miss the final one. When exiting the attic. Okay, so we just don't fight the possessed Amy in the attic until we have all notes. What are we at currently? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't, the one it doesn't count is the one from the mirror because there's no way to get that. No, no! Jesus. So we have to find one more note. So this will trigger her awakening, gets us to another save point.
She is here.
She is here. Oh, wrong one.
Mortis.
Always with Mortis.
She is here. Daddy, I bleed. The very risky. You failed me.
You failed me.
There is the seed. I can see you. Foolish idiot.
She's still here.
I got the seed. Go the food.
No, wrong one.
Mortis.
I didn't see her. Oh, I get it. The flashing's faster, so you don't notice it as much. I get it now. I get it.
The very risky. I bleed.
So, really gotta pay attention.
Mortis.
Maybe a little regret on the turbo to make this go faster. If I'm dying more often, is it really faster?
Get out.
Oh my god.
Mortis.
Yeah, Mortis. I'm starting to think that the time I save by having things move faster is being greatly offset by the number of times I die. Damn it. I'm not even seeing her blink.
She is here.
Yes, Father John, she is here. We will stop her, I believe. Oh, I can't tell which one's blinking.
Mortis.
I regret the turbo double speed very much, very much. Although we're too far in to actually, like, start again. What the heck? I don't even see any of them blinking differently. Well, they said it would be jank. Imagine 4x speed on, like, flashlight mode. Oh, come on!
She is here.
I'm weighing the pros and cons of putting this back to normal speed because I don't know if I can do the boss fight if it's going to be like this. This is very hard. I know there's a pattern. There's a pattern to figure out which one you point the cross at. The sheer number of deaths, though, has been very much outweighed. I have to change the speed back to 1x. I can't actually do the exercising part on her. You need to have, like, the visual flash to see what she's doing. And I can't, because the game's at double speed, I can no longer make that distinction with my eyes. So we have to do it this way. I'm sorry, but I can't. My reaction time is not good enough to do it on a higher speed for some reason. You know, if I just done this in the first place, we wouldn't be here, but sadly, one never knows ahead of time. I thought it would save time. It did not save time. But that's okay. No, I will not worship you. My note. Now I just gotta wait for him a couple more times, get his note. Chaos Chaos reigns supreme here.
Chaos reigns.
Not while we are on watch. Got a clue. See, now he's not going to show up as often on the slower mode. Come back, friend. I need to show you the power of my crucifix. Back. Thought he was gonna get me that time. Nah. My reaction time is too good on normal 1x speed. Now I'm just always worried he's gonna pop out when I try to leave a given screen. Back. Okay. Stay away. What are we at now? Missing that one, so we can resume. Yeah, it has to be before we trigger the key, I think. I don't know if you encounter him afterwards. In the cabin specifically. Yes, you go unwillingly, I know. Or you could just give me your note. On some sort of like a timer with some slight degree of randomization to it. Because I'm not sure what triggers his appearance on a screen. But I do wish he would show up again. Come back, weird creature. Ah, run away, run away. Probably like 1 or 2 more times, I'm guessing. If I just loiter on his screen, will he show up? Where is he? I know you're gonna show up when I least expect it. So you might as well just show up now.
Support.
Yeah, get out. Come on, how many more times now? One or two maybe? He's got to be ready to drop his little note. But we still have to find the one at the gravestone, I think, too. Yeah, you'd go unwillingly. Get out. Okay, we got his... Now we can safely go get the key to get a save point. Because a mortis right here would not be worth. That would be decidedly not value. So we need to avoid mortis. Oh, thank goodness. Back. Awesome. So we got that. Now we can go to the main house. But we also need to find the tombstone. I believe it's on this row of screen. Probably off towards the left. If my recollection of the map is accurate. Which is fairly accurate. It's okay. It's not bad. It's okay. It's good enough. Yep. Up and to the left. Get you. And that's... Okay, so that's all the notes outside of the house. So now we can go inside, get the house notes, finish the exorcism, and then hopefully that will take care of everything. But in order to do that, I need to locate the well, because then we head due north, and we'll be right back to where we started before I had to like faff about and waste time trying to be like, oh, let's do it on 2x turbo. Surely it'll make our lives easier and save time. Well, when you're me and die a lot, it doesn't save time. It ends up using you the same amount of time as it would have otherwise. So now I just need to find the stupid well. And I forget where it is. I know it's south of the key hut. A little west of here? Maybe it would be easier to go find the car. That's weird. Are you well? Okay, we found the road at least. Perfect. We have the car. So if we head straight, it should take us directly to the well and then directly to the house. And then all is a-okay. Yep. There's the well. Ah. Haha. Yeah, we only need 18 notes. The 19th note comes from defeating the boss with the previous 18, because it doesn't count the one you get from the mirror, which is the 20th. So we just get all the ones upstairs, go back to the basement, everything's a-okay. There was one in this room, right? No? I know there's not one in the little toy room. Duck. Okay, so we got the duck. Quack quack. Poor rubber duck is possessed. What'd he ever do? He was just being a good rubber duck. He didn't need to be possessed by evil spirits. He just wants to float on the water, go quack quack. Okay, so we got that. Doot, 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 doot. There's nothing in here. So all the rest are in the basement. Or on the rest of the first floor, because there's the one in the kitchen. So weird there's not one in this room. I swear there would have been one in here, but eh. No such. Yeah, the creepy art. I think there's like two down here, 2 or 3. I've exorcised the weird bed-looking apparatus. Okay, so after this one, okay, what do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we need one more. And I think activating this part and getting the victory in here takes care of it for us. And look at that. We're right back.
She is here.
Only took a little bit of extra time. Oh, where is she? Yeah, it's with the rate at which she flashes, it's very hard to tell on higher speeds which one is the one you should be. Which one is the one you're supposed to point towards. Because you get like 2 shots at best.
I can see her. Very lucky.
Come on, where are you? I can see how it definitely adds challenge, though. So if you're down for the extra challenge, absolutely attempt it on a faster speed. Damn it. He mortised us. Although it was partly, she was like right on top of us, so to be fair, That one wasn't entirely my lack of skill fault. If she had not been right on top of me, I probably would have managed just A-okay.
I can see you. I weep.
Yes, you weep because I have the power of the cross.
Now the fun. Foolish idiot. Look at me. I weep.
Yeah, you better weep. I got your number.
Beauty. Babylon. Daddy. I heard a door open upstairs.
You did. Okay, we got her this time. Do. Make our way up to the attic. Okay, so there should be one more note. Yep. The note to Molly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so one of them that we're missing is the one in the mirror, so we don't have to worry about that. So all we have to do is defeat the possessed Amy, and then that'll get us our thing.
What happened to you? Do you think my face is crazy?
You're
I
average.
have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Take the power compels you, demon, leave. New phase. Oops. It's like dodging a running bull. She just zooms at you. Kind of have a good technique going. Where I kind of push in the direction I want to move. So as soon as I let go of the cross, I start zipping off in that direction. Get me to the next phase. At least then we get like a little checkpoint. Oh, almost. Come on, one more. Yeah. Next phase, go. Oh, it's a line of sight thing. I get it now. 2, 3. Oh! I counted to 3.
Mortis.
Because she goes like 1, 2, 3 stops, then you go into her line of sight. Yeah, you also need to be close enough and in line of sight. Got it. Kind of stay to the center, you're usually okay. There we are. Got her. Defeated. And that should trigger the last... No, when we exit the attic, there should be a final note for us. Oh, there it is. This is the ceremony for opening the redacted. Let no brother or sister utter it. Prepare the blank. Use the right index finger to draw the signs of the blank on the floor. Bring an impure vessel to the signs of the thing. Let a brother or sister drink something at each sign of the thing. Carve the face of the blank. The blood that fills the opening is the new blank. Let 7 blank be taken from their mothers and lowered into the blank. Upon the offering of the 7th, the thing will emerge from the thing. This is the second death. Interesting.
A gun with 1 bullet.
A gun with 1 bullet. And then we can get all 20 notes by doing the mirror trick. Because we have infinite gun.
A gun with 1 bullet.
I figure we've come this far. Might as well get all the notes and then go for the good end, and then we will have completed our journey through chapter 1 of Faith, which I've had fun with. It's a nice short little romp, nothing super long, but I'm having a good time with it. Back. Ding. Ha. We've acquired them all. Yup. So we just head back to the car, kill the creature, save the day. And the forest is back to normal too, so you can actually see that there's passageways. So I think doing this on like the flashlight or the lantern mode, I don't think it would be too bad if you don't have to go for like note completion or have it on too high of a speed. Because at that point it's just remembering, make your way to the, it's just remembering to count like, you know, you count the number of screens in each direction, make your way to the shed with the key, count screens back to the well, to the house. And if you can remember those numbers, I don't think it would be too difficult.
My fortress, my God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge.
I love these like crusty audio samples. They just
therefore will he deliver
really
me. I shall
sell
call
it.
upon him and he will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
There we are. All notes, good ending, success was had. Did it unlock anything interesting? Credits, exit, instruction. Notes all good. So that's been about 3 hours tonight, so that feels like a good length of time, because I assume each successive chapter is at least on the same order of time for completion, if not slightly longer than the previous chapter. So if chapter one took about an hour and a half just to get through to the end, to the majority of the endings. A lot of the extra time was spent collecting the notes and whatnot. So I would imagine that puts chapter 2 somewhere in the realm of an hour and a half to 2 hours for completion. So because of that, I don't want to jump into it right away, because recording has already been like 3-ish hours at the moment. So what I'm thinking is, with chapter 1 100% complete, we will table Faith for the moment, and then on Sunday when we reconvene, we will tackle chapter 2 in its entirety, and then that'll probably lead to a third and final stream where we tackle the final third chapter. And I kind of want to save that the third one for closer to Halloween, just because I kind of want to use this game trilogy to close out the spooky fun season. So I think we will call it here tonight with the stream and Faith. My thoughts: the game lived up to exactly what I expected it to be based on what I remembered from when I watched another streamer playing it like 4 or 5 years ago. It nails the aesthetic of like an 80s 8-bit Atari early Nintendo game. Obviously, technological limitations of the time, you wouldn't be able to have that like crunchy audio samples for voice or the fancy pixel animations, which I want to say they achieved it by like rotoscoping or something, which is pretty cool. But despite the fact that you couldn't actually probably do a lot of this stuff with the limitations of games consoles at the time, it nonetheless feels like very true to the aesthetic and isn't so like egregiously modern that it takes you out of the vibe that the game is trying to cultivate for us. And for that, I absolutely adore the developers' work on this. As I mentioned, like I grew up steeped in 80s pop culture, games, music, television, etc. So revisiting a game in this style is strangely nostalgic for me, despite the fact that it's a modern game that you wouldn't necessarily have like typical nostalgia for. But because of that, I had a lot of fun with it. It was appropriate to the theme of the month, October, and I am looking forward to tackling and ultimately completing the other 2 chapters in the trilogy. So, to that end, I want to thank everybody who stopped by this evening for some retro-inspired horror fun. I hope you had a good time. I hope you found it a little interesting or quirky or whatnot. Maybe you appreciate the aesthetic like I do. Maybe you like the theming of the game. Some combination of all these. But either way, I hope it was fun/interesting for you all. I thank you all for stopping by as always. Support means a lot to me. I enjoy my little streaming hobby here, so I want to keep doing that as long as I am able to. And I appreciate you guys stopping by to watch and join me. I hope everybody has a good night. It's Friday, so enjoy your weekend. Don't work too hard if your weekend consists of like work schedule, because some people's it does. But if it's free for you, enjoy it. If it's not free, don't stress too hard. And I will catch you all on Sunday or some other stream in the future when we next go around. As on this Sunday, it will be Chapter 2 of the current trilogy. So, to that end, I have been your streamer for this evening, ElektistoYuzu, and I'll be signing off. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.